Yes, there is this particular Vikarma, admitted Shiva. But that is not why I think the Vikarma law is unfair. I know that, said the Pandit. But I also know that what troubles you right now is your relationship with that one in particular. You don't want her to think that you would change the law, however justified, just to get her. Because if Sati believes that, she will never come to you. How do you know her name? Asked Shiva, flabbergasted. We know many things, my friend. My entire life is meaningless without her. I know, smiled the Pandit. Perhaps I can help you. Shiva frowned. This was unexpected. You want her to reciprocate your love. But how can she, when you don't even understand her? I think I understand her. I love her. Yes, you do love her, but you don't understand her. You don't know what she wants. Shiva kept quiet. He knew the Pandit was right. He was thoroughly confused about Sati. You can hazard a guess towards what she wants, continued the Pandit, with the help of the theory of transactions. What? Asked a flummoxed Shiva. It makes up the fabric of society. Excuse me, but what does this have to do with Sati? Indulge me for a little while, Nilkant, said the Pandit. You know the cloth that you wear is created when cotton threads are woven together, right? Yes, answered Shiva. Similarly, transactions are threads that when woven together make up a society, its culture, or in the case of a person, weaves together their character. Shiva nodded. If you want to know the strength of a cloth, you inspect the quality of its weave. If you want to understand a person's character, look closely at their interpersonal behavior or their transactions. All right, said Shiva, slowly absorbing the Pandit's words. But transactions are... I'll explain, interrupted the Pandit. Transactions are interactions between two individuals. It could be trading goods, like a Shudra farmer offering grain for money from a Vaishya. But it could also be beyond material concerns, like a Kshatriya offering protection to a society in return for power. Shiva nodded in agreement. Transactions are about give and take. Exactly. So going by this logic, if you want something from someone, you have to give that person something they want. So what do you think she wants? Asked Shiva. Try and understand Sati's transactions. What do you think she wants? I don't know. She's very confusing. No, she isn't. There is a pattern. Think. She is probably the most eminent Vikarma in history. She has the power to rebel if she wants to. She certainly has the spirit, since she never backs off from a fight. But she does not rebel against the Vikarma law. Neither does she fade into the background like most Vikarmas and live her life in anonymity. She follows the commandments, and yet she does not whine and complain to others. However unfairly life treats her, she conducts herself with dignity. Why? Because she's a righteous person? That she is, no doubt. But that is not the reason. Remember, in a transaction, you give something because you want something in return. She is accepting an unfair law without trying to make anyone feel guilty about it. And, most importantly, she continues to use her talents to contribute to the good of society whenever she can. What do you think a person who's giving all this in her transactions with society wants in return? Respect, answered Shiva. Exactly, beamed the Pandit. And what do you think you do when you try to protect such a person? Disrespect her. Absolutely. I know it comes naturally to you to want to protect any good person who appears in need. But control that feeling in relation to Sati. Respect her, and she will feel irresistibly drawn towards you. She gets many things from the people who love her. What she doesn't get is what she craves the most: respect. Shiva looked at the Pandit with a grateful smile. He had found his answer. Respect.